children are sleeping. I came to stay the night at my daughter's house. The children are sleeping, so I gotta keep my voice down. So you be quiet too. I'm in my grandson's room in their bed. Why do they have a room and bed? They never sleep in it. That might be part of the message. We'll see. I have the yin yang oracle in my hands. Let's see what's coming up. What's the message? I gotta be quiet. Those cards are too loud. I shouldn't shuffle that way. There's so many ways to shuffle. All right. What's the message? Okay, these ones fell out. Healing an inner child. Healing an inner child. We have the party external. Party external. And we have, communication. Mercury messages and travel. Diving deep. Okay. Messages in a bottle. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing right off the bat. You've been in a healing phase. You're ready to party. You're going to get some important communication coming in. Something that matters to you is going to be coming to you. Transcendence and unity. I heard you learn to accept all that is. That's a big deal. In the acceptance of all that is, there's this allowing. There's a very allowing energy there. It's like what's meant to be is what will be, is the vibe. All right, let me get the Sacred Signs and Symbols Oracle out as well. I was like, I'm going to take a bunch of little card decks today. I don't want to take the big ones. I'll take the little ones. It's amazing how much stuff I need just to spend the night at the children's place. Okay. What is the message? So now I'm going to be looking for 3 cards out of all of the decks that we take. So let's see. Show me more about healing the inner child. What was it that was being healed in the inner child? Show me what you were healing in the inner child. Okay. And then the sneakers come out. Nike sneakers. It says runner, chaser, avoidant, and dodge. Where you didn't address issues. You didn't address issues. You didn't know when it was time to come, to go, to stay, to leave. You did not understand those things. All right. So show me more about this external party going on. There's party vibes here. There's a party. It's a party going on. Just not here because the kids are sleeping. All right. Show me the party. The party looks like suitcase, burdens, baggage, and escapism. Oh, are you using a party to run away from the stuff that apparently running has been part of your issues? Maybe you literally run away from people or situations, but I'm really feeling and hearing more of you run away from the issues at hand. You don't want to address the issues at hand, okay? What's the communication that's coming in? The hawk. Keen eyesight, observation, and watching. So you're going to get some communication that somebody's been watching you. You're going to get some communication from somebody that you see that you weren't expecting to see. Somebody spots you. I see, though, more than anything else, the strongest message with that hawk. You're gonna understand about who's watching you. There's something here. I always feel like somebody's watching me. The bottom of the deck is a locked door. Impenetrable, blockage, closed off. You've been feeling like certain paths are blocked off to you and you can't access them. But when the opportunity comes up to address it, you run from it. So anytime somebody or something triggers whatever's really going on inside of you, you don't want to face it. You want to run away from it. Yeah. I hear you have a history of running. You know you're a runner. You don't want to face things. You don't want to look at the problems. You know this about yourself. I'm not telling something you don't know so far about you being a runner. That you're like, I'd rather not. I don't want to get involved in any conflict. I don't like conflict. Not liking conflict is nothing wrong with that in itself, but the issue is coming up because within the conflict is understanding that you've been wanting, but not allowing yourself to take or have because what? Because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Okay. All right. We're going to go into the tarot. We'll start with, I have 4 tarot decks. Let's start with Mother Peace. Mother Peace, one of the first decks I bought when I decided to really go in on reading, and it never stopped from there. Let's see what we have from the Mother Peace. Okay. All right, Mother Peace round. What is the message? What's the message here? What's happening in this tarot in the shadows experience? Well, it looks like you want to run. I see somebody who's bored at a party, somebody who is triggered by something they see at a party. I see both. Okay. Somebody who goes to a party, you see something you don't like, it doesn't feel good. You could be feeling left to the side, and that's uncomfortable. We're going to do these on the bed. We're going to do these on the bed. Okay, let's see. So show me the inner child energy, please. What's this inner child energy here? And the healing is the Ace of Wands. Wow. The Ace of Wands, it's all about you being in your power, like breaking the shell. It's all, the way I just saw it was like you were supposed to hatch, but you stayed confined. And there's all this energy that is ready to burst from you. It wants to come out. It's like you've been running from the things that delight you for a long time. You've been running from your inner child. You've been running from the things that have really been on your heart. Let me see the Nike sneakers. What's with the Nike sneakers? Ooh, the Shaman of Swords. So, Ace of Wands can often means in readings a new sexual partner. Somebody had a new sexual partner who's a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This connection purpose was to bring some healing energy to the inner child for both of you. And I feel like that person ran. Maybe you're not the runner in this. Maybe you're the one who's being run from. All right, so there's an external party. Show me the external party. The external party is the 6 of Pentacles. And it came out like sideways. So somebody's run away, and you've decided, I'm just going to go have a good time. I'm going to treat myself. You could be treating yourself to a night out on the town. You're doing something to benefit yourself. You're taking yourself shopping. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to treat myself like my lover would, or I'm going to treat myself like I would treat that lover. I'm going to treat myself like I would treat that lover. Let me see the suitcase energy. What's with the suitcase? Suitcase is judgment. Judgment. Taking care of yourself and treating yourself as you would treat that lover was wise judgment. It was you putting a final seal on, I'm ready to be treated in the way that I most deserve. I'm not going to sit around here and twiddle my thumbs and wait for somebody else to do it for me. I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to do it for myself, okay? You're getting a message. There's some communication coming in from somebody who's been watching you. Show me more about that. And justice. Oh, I heard Spirit has seen all things. God is aware, and Spirit has seen all these things. There is a Libra person who's going to be telling you something that justifies, it's like the confirmation that you have done as you should. For others, there's going to be, this is talking about the spiritual courts. The spiritual courts have been watching all things. And you're being given a favorable, thank you, that's the word I was fishing for, favorable judgment. You are being given a favorable judgment, okay? Let me see the hawk. Who or what is this hawk this message is coming from? Oh, the Seven of Swords. Okay, that's perfect in this position because of the fact that the Seven of Swords to me talks about the divine plan. So Spirit is here giving you notice. You had an obligation to still honor the part of you that's ready to be loved, even when someone else did not show up to do it where they fully could have. And honestly, I hear it would have been in their best interest to do so, but they chose not to. Okay. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords is in reverse. This is somebody who you have already separated from. This is someone you've already separated from. So there is a commendation, an acknowledgement, a recognition that you made a decision that could have been very difficult for you. And part of the reason why it was difficult is because the whole purpose of this person coming into your life for both of you was to heal the inner child. But somebody was avoidant, somebody dodged the issues, somebody wouldn't participate. They ran. For somebody here, this person actually, I just saw it where they actually left your house, and then they're now communicating back to you saying, hey, I forgot my suitcase, or I forgot some of my stuff there. Now they're coming back to get the rest of their things. I have both of those energies here. For somebody that's happening, yeah, I see that happening in your physical experience. It could be a little bit difficult. And I just see like, I see you surrounded by your friends at the time that this happens. Okay. I hear you getting a big confirmation that it is definitely time to move on from this situation. It's not something that you should try to hold on to. Spirit is seeing all things. If somebody came into your life and they were supposed to be part of this healing process with you, but chose not to, you still got the healing out of it, because even if the healing was just knowing when to let go and release instead of attach and hold, that was good. And it will continue to go that way, where you'll meet different ones who come into your life who could be very significant to your healing your inner child, right? And if they choose to take the opportunity to do the work with you and be present for it, get involved, I hear immerse themselves in the experience, then you can heal through partnership. But anywhere where this person is so caught up in their own thoughts and their own desires that don't include the spiritual things, they include the ideas of mankind. I hear the ideas of mankind, normal, everyday mankind, not spiritually awakened Buddha type energies at all. This is about people who are focused on how to make a living and what they're going to eat. And I mean, this is stuff that we do, but they're saying like those things take precedence in this person's life. I even see that this person is, if they show up dodging the love that is there from them, okay, the love is there. The love is there. The opportunity is there for growth. But if they're dodging it, it's because they don't want to do the work. You still did what you should do because you were willing, you were ready, whether they accept the opportunity or not. So it's like you get reward, you get your reward because you showed up to do the work. If they don't accept it, then your work looks different than if they accept it. If there's somebody in your experience who allows and accepts love, the flow of the love between you in the healing way that it is given, and I'm hearing that it is actually present and available, is going to turn out a lot different than if the person having their own free will decides to reject the opportunity to heal their inner child through this connection. Either way, as long as you show up, whether they accept the opportunity or not doesn't affect your journey. It's how you show up. In other words, part of it is if you're being rejected, okay, then understand that there's a disalignment of energy there. You don't have to beg or fight or plead to be accepted or loved. Love is going to flow. So this is about I'm hearing rapidity, your quickness in recognizing like, oh, well, they don't fucking want me. Okay, I'm out. You know, letting it go, releasing it instead of, well, what can I do to make you want me? What did I do wrong? What's wrong with me? I'll change for you or you'll change for me. All those ideas. So it was an opportunity for you to go into a healed path or choose a broke down cycle again. But I see that you chose the healed path. You chose the healed path. You chose the path that honors the inner child, it honors your healing journey, it honors you. And somebody else ran. There's consequences and repercussions for their running. And anywhere where they've been lying to themselves, those things are going to be made clear to them. In your experience, because you chose the healing path, you're seeing consequences and repercussions too, but yours look like more like a party. You're going to be getting some sort of news about this person that they have fallen into consequences and repercussions for the lies that they've been telling themselves, is what I hear. And I hear somebody who's contacting you to say, hey, I saw you and I just had to reach out to you and this is what I had to tell you. And I feel like what I'm seeing intuitively is this person is going to tell you something that you didn't know about their perspective of you. When this comes through, it's going to validate everything that you've done. It's going to validate the steps you took, because I see that for those of you who are actually hearing from this person, hey, there's something I really wanted to tell you, right? Since I saw you, I really wanted to tell you, fill in the blank. They're going to want to tell you something. It's different for all of you, but it's going to validate that you did what you should to do what was right for both parties in letting go, when you let them go, instead of fighting and trying to cling and hold on to them. You're going to be validated and shown that it was wise of you to let them go. Yeah. And one of the things is, this person is going to have consequences and repercussions for running from, I'm hearing from a gift from God. They received the gift from God in this opportunity. It was exactly what they've been praying for, but yet they rejected it. And so there's consequences and repercussions when you say no to exactly what you've been praying for. And that's the way that's coming through. So I'm going to pull another spread, and I want this spread to be totally from your perspective. So let's see what else we have. I've got the Tarot of the Cloisters in my hand now. And so we'll give this one a swirl on the bed, just like we did the other one. They're round cards too. So let's see, what's the message? All right, I'm just going to put them here in front of me and pick them out. So your energy. The Fool, you've actually walked away from this situation. You're ready for a new journey. You're trusting in your journey. You're trusting in your path. You know that anything and anyone that's supposed to be on this journey with you, they will present themselves, and you don't doubt that. In what is your current opportunity, you have the Two of Wands, and it is upside down, which is telling me that right now it's like you're not trying to make another choice right now. You're kind of just go with the flow right now in your life. Trusting in the decisions that you've already made is the way it's coming through. All right. So what's below you where you're standing? The Ten of Cups, and it came out in reverse. Okay. I'm hearing one of the things that you're finding interesting is that you have such a lower response. It's like your reaction to the situation is not as intense as it would have been years ago. You're seeing how far you've come from where you've been. So that's pretty cool. Because now I just get in your energy, I'm hearing intuitively that it could be very annoying to be hearing about something from your past again and have somebody bumping into you, coming into your experience. You really don't have a care for what the past has to say. But part of the reason why this is transpiring for you is for that deeper awareness of what you have accomplished and how much you've changed. In other words, when you get to measure yourself against the wall of how tall you were this time last year, you're going to see the growth, right? You're going to see the growth. And they're showing me how parents will put the measuring spot in the house, and they'll always mark the kid's height year after year on their birthday or whatever, right? All right, let's see what's behind you exactly. We have the Eight of Swords, and I love that it's turned to the right, because this is telling me that you have already come out of this stuck mentality. Again, in the past, you would have totally been somebody who would have tried to change the situation, who would have tried to change yourself or wait for the person to change, something like that. Yeah. Instead of accepting that they are where they are and it's not where you're at, and I don't have to attach myself to this. Okay, so you broke free already mentally in the past. That was a big deal, because when you started to open your mind to what else was possible in it for you, like that opens up all the potentials. Okay, what's above you? Above you, you have the Hangman again to the right, and it's telling me you've had a major breakthrough, a mental breakthrough. Yeah, because in your past, like deep in your past, you didn't even know that you were stuck in a situation because you couldn't see it any other way. Like you thought that was the only opportunity you had. So that lets me know that in your past, whenever you had this chance with somebody who was trying to reject you, you were thinking like, well, there's nobody else. So let me see what I can do to make this work, type of thing, right? And then there was that realization, like, hold on, they don't even like me. Why would I change who I am in order to make somebody like me when they already have shown me that they don't like me. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't have to change to make somebody like me. Either you like me or you don't. Okay. And what's unfolding here? Ooh, the Five of Wands. What's happening is, now this Five of Wands, I want me to say this is a good Five of Wands, because what's happening here is, as you continue to recognize your value, your worth, and what you're bringing to the table, it makes you more attractive. So what's going to happen is you're going to find more people coming into your experience who are interested in you. So let's see, as you have these ones come into your experience who are interested in you, let me see what you're doing. You are the Knight of Wands. You're having fun. I mean, as long as it serves your pleasure and your bliss, you're having fun. You're not being very, like, you're not setting out these expectations of it has to be this and it has to be that. Um, you're enjoying yourself. You're making sure that what you do feels aligned with that inner child, that your inner child gets to play during this life. All right, so who or what of importance is showing up in your environment? Environmental influence is, wow, the Lovers. I'm telling you. Okay, so I saw this two ways. There's going to be a specific Gemini that's going to come into your experience that's significant. But I also saw, like, this Lovers card is talking about all these people who want your attention. Like, I see somebody, there's a Gemini showing up. I'm not even gonna lie, I see that strongly. However, at the same strength, I also see, like, a bunch of different people just attracted to you. So people are going to be flirting with you. You're going to be getting compliments. You're going to be getting invites. Somebody's going to want to sit down and talk with you. You know, they're going to want to get to know you. Hey, girl, can I get your number, type of thing. Um, and then Spirit's like, as if I heard, as if I would even say yes to that type of invitation. Like, they better talk to me a little bit better than just, hey girl, can I get your number, is the way it's coming through. Like, if they don't talk to you right, you're not really interested in it. Okay. In your innermost feelings, your hopes and your fears, what do we have? The Four of Wands. Part of you really wants to have an official relationship. Part of you is freaking scared to make it official with somebody and have an official relationship. Yeah, there's that. I even see with this Two of Wands in reverse here, looking at this Five of Wands and this Lovers card, where you could just be like, you know, I'm not really settled on making a decision on who I'm going to be with. I'm just going to get to know everybody that presents themselves right now until it makes sense that that's clearly not the one. You know, I'm going to take my time and it's like, see what comes my way. Okay, that's what I see. Yeah. What's the outcome energy? Ooh, the Five of Swords is in reverse. I heard that's a good thing. You're not arguing. So where you used to argue for a connection, you used to argue for trying to make stuff work and try to find a way to make it happen and all that stuff. It's like you're just very surrendering now. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to try to prove myself to you. There's this energy of just kind of accepting what it is. There's this vibe about you where, you know, if they're the one, they're going to see what it is and they'll be here when I'm ready to choose. I'm not ready to choose right now. If they're meant to be here, they're going to be here. If they're not here, then they clearly were not meant to be here. You're just going to surrender. If they don't like it, if they don't like the way I present, if they don't like the way I show up, then they'll leave and that'll be okay. You're not fighting people who are not meant to stay in your life anymore. Where in the past, it's like if somebody came into your life, you swore that they were supposed to be here forever. And you had huge issues in letting go of people. Now you're understanding, like, people come in for a reason and for a season, and sometimes it's just so that they can go. It's like you're finally accepting that some people come into your life just so you could walk away from them. And some people come into your life so that they can walk away from you. Um, Either way, whoever's walking away, it's all in respect to you being in your power. That's what I heard. So when you're walking away, it's because what they're offering you, you see it clearly that it's just not for you, and you stay in your power. Where they're walking away from you, it's because you stayed in your power. They're like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to deal with her and her ways or her mentality or her rules, her standards, whatever it is. I'm just going to go. And either way, it's like, thank you. Thank you. I don't have to fight to try to break loose from you. I don't have to be the one. Oh my God, they're showing me last night. I had a conversation with a guy named Ryan who he recently had a breakup. He was with this person for 5 years, and then she just decided she wanted to do something else and she wasn't happy anymore. And I was like, congratulations. And as he starts to reveal more about what the experience was like with her, I'm like, it sounds like literally she got out of the way because she couldn't appreciate the good stuff that you brought to her life every day. And so there's somebody else for you. And then, of course, I started to see his somebody else. So there's that energy here of just accepting, like, if you don't like me or the way I show up in your life, I'm not going to sit up here and stick around to see what else is down that path. If you've just told me you're not into me, you don't like me, I'm not going to sit up here and try to prove myself to you of being worthy. Either you're going to see it or you're not. Either you'll see the value with me or you won't. Either way, it has no bearing on what I am. It doesn't reflect anything about my worthiness. So there's that energy here where you like detach other people's perspectives of you from your own feeling of worthiness. That was a good idea. That was a really good idea. Yeah. What's at the bottom of this tarot deck? Let's see. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune is in your favor. I heard fortune favors the bold. This is about you closing out the old way of being. I also hear some of you are having some strong emotional responses to closing out the old way of being when this happens. So you have some emotions coming up in you. It doesn't fully make sense when you're feeling them because you're like, why do I feel so sad today? This doesn't fucking make sense. Nothing even happened. And what I'm hearing is it's the old personality that's dying. The old personality is dying. So you're actually mourning who you used to be as you lay it to rest, just like a funeral for a loved one. You're mourning who you used to be because you're no longer that person. And then why do I hear, who's that girl? La 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 la. That's what I heard. All right. So with all that, what predictions can you show me for the ones who are here watching and tuned into this timeless message, meaning that whenever you found it is when you were meant to? Okay. So I'm just going to shuffle these like this a little bit. What's the message here? What's the prediction? Show me the prediction for the ones who are saying, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, these cards fell out. Let's see what we have. The prediction is the Hangman. You free yourself. You're going to free yourself from sacrificing your life, your time, your focus, your energy, your money, your whatever it is to something or someone that is not choosing you, that is not for you, that is not into you, that is not, it's just fucking not. That's what I heard. It's just fucking not. Okay, so you're going to free yourself. You're going to have that new perspective. You're having, some of you, you're having the perspective shift right now. And you're like, you know, I'm going to handle this. You found that confirmation. I'm hearing confirmation that you needed to support a decision that you've been putting off making. And that decision is about getting back out there into the world and continuing moving forward just like you were when somebody had came into your life, not slowing it down because they didn't want you. Who cares? Who cares? Thanks. Great. Thanks for letting me know right away. I heard instead of wasting 5 years, like Ryan. Prediction. You be over it. You're getting over it. You're done. Like, there'll be no more questioning, wondering, needs for closure. I feel like that's done. No more needs for closure. I don't need closure. I don't need to know why. I don't need to understand it more. I know what I am. There's no more. It's like this issue gets completely laid to rest. Just so that you know. Let's see what else is the prediction. Wow, the Three of Cups. Yeah, you're coming into new connections, more meaningful connections, um, good times. And I hear Chic in the background singing, "Good times, these are the good times." I heard a new way of life. Okay, that's what I heard. Yeah, those are the predictions that I have for you coming up. Show me a little bit more about these. Okay, predictions. Why is this? Hey, and I'm just going to pull off the top of the deck. Why is the Hangman here as a prediction? Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, feminine energy. Eight of Swords, stuck in their head. Nine of Swords, stuck in fear. Fear of Knight of Pentacles, consistency, loyalty, and growth. Somebody's afraid of their own growth. You're going to have another perspective. Anywhere where you thought it was about their ideas of you, you're realizing that, oh man, that didn't even have nothing to do with me. The person is afraid of their own growth. You're having this understanding, and that liberates your mind. It liberates this sense of, well, why don't they want me? What's wrong with me? All that type of mess. It's not even your truth. Let's look deeper at this Ten of Swords. Your second prediction that said that you were just going to get over it. There'll be no more questions. Seven of Cups, wondering. I heard, oh, I wonder who wrote the book of love. Okay, opening up options. Who wrote the book of love? Why does love always have to hurt? Okay, you will get over wondering about the what what's wrong with me, that type of stuff. You all the heartbreak energy, feeling brokenhearted and downtrodden, like there was something wrong with you because of the way people chose to respond to this beautiful love you had to offer. That stuff is out the window. You're realizing that these people would rather, I hear they would rather live in their own illusion rather than face their truth. And that's one thing that sets you apart from them, is you don't want to sit in an illusion. You appreciate finding your truth, discovering yourself. Let me see what this Ten of Swords, the Sun. Look at that. The Sun and the Empress. I love this. As you get that understanding, your light is amped all the way up. I mean, you're finding so much happiness. Like, this is the vibe of, I can do great all by myself. That's a prediction I see here for you. You're like, if people are so caught up in their own heartbreaks that they would miss this opportunity, then that's a blessing. You start to see it like, oh man, I'm so glad that they were afraid, because if they would have tried to, if they had a way of like deceiving you and making you think that they were ready for what you had to offer, all that would have did was the fucking representative would have disappeared at some point, and then you would have found out later when you were deeper involved. At least now you know early in the game, you know. what's real and what's fake. And you can see through somebody's fakeness so clearly. And I heard it's like duck off of a water's back. We used to say that a lot on the channel, and we haven't said it in a long time. But duck off of a water's back, it just rolls right off, honey. Those feathers are waterproof, and it doesn't affect. Ducks don't care about a drop of water being splashed by another duck because it's just going to roll right off. It's no big deal. And that's the vibe. Like, you'll find that it, as much as you thought it might not feel good, or it might hurt, or you might be sad, what you're going to find is you're able to overcome it, get over it. It doesn't hurt like you thought it would, because you're just accepting the fact that they are not where you're at on the journey. They are not in alignment with you. You're not fighting that. You are allowing and accepting the experience to show you what it is, instead of trying to um, give yourself some kind of illusion, some false narrative, and hold on to something that clearly doesn't want you or is not meant for you. Okay? Because what's meant for you won't pass you up. What's meant for you won't walk away from you and skip you. If it's meant for you, they're going to be into you, and you're going to be into them. And I mean, even when it is meant for you, doesn't mean it's all bliss, baby. It just means you got a good place to do the tough stuff. You know, you got some acceptance and allowance through the tough times. That's all that means. So you need to understand that going into your third prediction was the Three of Cups, and that was talking about celebration, good times, things coming together, sharing the love. And that looks like the Ten of Cups. That looks like happiness, bliss, long-term stable family, romantic connections. Okay. And then the Seven of Swords by the divine design. Oh wow, that's awesome, because that Seven of Swords is telling me that this was what was being in the plan for you. So according to the divine plan, you actually will end up with a partner that you deserve. Just as some of you, this is going to happen during Libra season. The person could be a Libra, but this is justice showing up in your favor. This is you getting what you deserve because you did your part in this experience in order to align with what you deserve, which is a big part of it was just, not trying to convince nobody that you're amazing. Like, if you can't see that I'm amazing, by the way, I'm not just amazing, I'm fucking hot. I'm sexy as fuck. Like, whatever. If they can't see what you are, you're not gonna sit up here and try to persuade them. Like, if you can't see what I'm bringing to the table or what I am, I don't want to be that close to you, right? And that vibe leaves the space open in your life for ones who can see you, for things to come together with somebody who can recognize and who wants to honor what you bring to the table. And look at that, the Ace of Cups is here. Self-love energy. Self-love energy. Yes, the beginning of new relationships. It all starts with self-love. So this is what I have for you at this time. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida and gracias. Later, baby. And I'm out.